Hello and welcome, and today's video is another video from my Life Purpose series. All the previous videos are going to be linked below. And today I'm going to specifically focus on occupation, or what you want to be doing with your life if you really have no clue, no idea, and no technique helped you. Then today is going to be really meant for these people who are kind of like me, like hard nuts.
Okay.
The number one way how you can connect to yourself and know what you would want to be doing is by you taking complete time in solitude and cutting out all the distractions, cutting out all the passive information you receive, like television, social media, scrolling on your phone. We all know all these things. And spending this time by meditations, contemplations, or journaling, whatever important insights you're gonna get throughout all of this. And I have detailed videos about all of these topics. They're gonna be linked below. This is a self-discovery journey. You're gonna have to do the work on yourself by yourself. If I just told you here right now specifically everything, what you can do, how you can find out everything, it wouldn't work for you because your journey is totally different from mine. Now maybe you're gonna ask, how long is this gonna take? And I would tell you an answer which is kind of funny, but it's just logical if you think about it, and that is, you should do it until you figure it out. It can be like 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, it can be a week, it can be a month. Maybe you're gonna have an objection that you gotta work and you just can't have a detox and just be by yourself for a whole month. You just gotta be working, that's the only thing, and then you're gonna spend time in solitude and reflection and contemplation. And it maybe is gonna take longer time, but maybe it won't. Maybe it will also make you more productive in your work because your head is gonna be much clearer. Maybe you're even gonna enjoy your work more because you're gonna go crazy throughout your mental detox and you're gonna be glad that at least you have the work that you can distract yourself with.
Maybe. Maybe not.
And now I would give you only 3 questions which I think are really amazing for this. And you can contemplate and ask yourself these questions at the beginning of the detox, after couple hours, the next day. You can get back to them and contemplate them again and again and again until you will get an answer for yourself. And then you can elaborate on it, journal about it, and think about how you can implement it in your life, maybe as a hobby. The first question is kinda obvious, but I have to say it. The first question is, what is my occupation? What should I be doing? The second question, think about the first thing that will come to your head, maybe even now. The question is, what do you think this world needs the most? And this question you can also ponder upon several times. And for me, this was something like, I thought this world needs more people who would be just calm and happy and more understanding. People better understanding themselves and treating each other better as a consequence of that. And the third question you can ponder upon is, and please bear with me, maybe you hate this question, I hated this question, but the third question is, what did you enjoy doing as a kid? I was always like, well, this is only meant for people who are building some blocks and then they became architects and then they can look back on this and be like, oh, I always knew I wanted to be an architect. But I was never like that. But what you can do actually is to take a piece of paper and write down all the stuff, just list of activities which you were doing as a kid, and then contemplate each one of them deeper and ask yourself questions like, how did I do that? What I enjoyed about it the most? What are all the details I can think of? And then you can contemplate it and think about how it connects to your life right now. My list would be something like this, like playing with the dolls, climbing the trees, swimming across the river, bad idea. Going with kids' tractor down the stairs, bad idea. Throwing a ball, kicking a ball, it can be random stuff like this. When I look at these activities, I actually realized that the way how I was playing with the dolls was very specific. Because I actually had 10 Barbies and 1 Ken. Yes, there was this weird disproportion. Then I was at my house and I was like, well, what can you do with 10 women and 1 man? Don't answer. And so I was creating all these stories between them, how these women were fighting over him, and basic version of Bachelor. And of course, this one happy Ken, he was like always chill, because no matter what was going on, he always had a girlfriend. And how do I think it connects to what I enjoy doing in my life now is that for me, it was really about putting myself in other people's shoes and thinking about what they are thinking and how the interaction proceeds. Of course, you might tell me, well, you were just a stupid kid. You probably wasn't very meaningful what you were doing. Probably not. That's what I admit right away. But when I look back on it, I can clearly see why I enjoyed it. And so you can find something like that for yourself, Maybe you're going to have an insight about what you would want to be doing, but you're going to feel like, oh, but I don't feel like I want to be doing this for my whole life. So in this case, you don't have to be doing that your whole life. It can be like your hobby or something like that. Just as when you were a kid, you were not playing probably with one toy all the time. You were just doing what you felt like. And like that, you can take it also to this life and realize that even if you enjoy doing something, maybe in 10 years you will have a burnout or crisis and you will just have to do this detox again and reinvent yourself. And lastly, if you're gonna feel like you are lost and you don't know what you're gonna be doing or wanna be doing, please always keep in mind that your life is just happening right now. There's no reason why you couldn't just take peace in whatever is going on right now with you, wherever you live, whatever you do. And realize that it's really like this metaphor with the sea you maybe heard a lot of the times, that probably your life situation is just fluctuating and changing. You can go from one job to another job, and it's just these waves on the sea. But the sea is not about the waves, but about the depth of the sea. And that's how you enjoy your life vertically to the fullest. And just, you have everything you need. Right now, you have everything you need. This, what I just been talking about in this video, this is really hardcore stuff, turning inward maybe for the very first time in your life. And if you're gonna feel really depressed because of this, you can always find a therapist or a coach who can help you with that. And yeah, that's everything for my today's video. Have a beautiful now, and I will see you next time with my next video. Bye.